Commander Jake Morrison stared at the screen in front of him as the UES Guardian moved through the dark space between Mars and Jupiter. The patrol mission was supposed to be routine, just another sweep for debris and unknown objects that might threaten shipping lanes. His crew had done this run dozens of times before, and nothing ever happened out here in the empty void. Lisa Park sat at her station monitoring communications when something strange appeared on her screen. The signal was weak but definitely artificial, not the random noise that space usually produced. "Commander, I'm picking up something unusual," Lisa said, adjusting her headset. "It's encrypted and definitely not human." Jake moved to her station and looked at the display. The signal pattern was unlike anything in Earth's databases. It pulsed in complex rhythms that seemed almost mathematical, but the encryption was far beyond anything humans had developed. "Can you decode it?" he asked. Lisa's fingers moved quickly across her keyboard. "I'm trying, sir, but this is advanced stuff. Give me a few minutes." Dr. Alex Carter looked up from his research station where he had been studying samples from their last stop at Ceres Station. As the ship's expert on alien life, he was always interested when they found something new. "Commander, if that's really alien, we should be very careful about how we handle it." Jake nodded. He had served in space for 15 years and had never encountered anything that might be alien technology. Earth's expansion into the solar system had been steady but cautious, and despite decades of searching, they had found no signs of intelligent life. That made this signal even more important and potentially dangerous. The Guardian's engines hummed quietly as they continued their patrol route. Jake watched Lisa work on the encryption while Alex prepared his equipment to analyze anything they might find. The ship's other crew members went about their normal duties, unaware that their routine mission was about to change everything they thought they knew about humanity's place in the universe. After an hour of work, Lisa finally broke through part of the encryption. "Sir, I've got fragments of the message. It's talking about something called the Veil Protocol and mentions Earth specifically." Her voice carried a hint of worry. "There are references to preventing emergence and maintaining developmental barriers." Jake felt his stomach tighten. "What does that mean?" "I'm not sure yet, but there are coordinates included. They point to a location about 2 million kilometers from here." Lisa continued working on the signal. "Sir, there's more. I'm seeing references to multiple species. And something about the human problem." Alex left his station and joined them. "Commander, if aliens have been watching us and consider us a problem, we need to investigate this very carefully." Jake made his decision quickly. "Change course for those coordinates. And Lisa, keep working on that signal. I want to know everything it says." The Guardian altered its trajectory toward the coordinates from the alien message. As they traveled, Lisa managed to decode more of the transmission. The information she found made the crew increasingly uncomfortable. The message spoke of humans as a species that was advancing too quickly and becoming unpredictable. It mentioned the need to slow human development and prevent them from reaching certain technological milestones when they reached the coordinates. Alex's scanners detected metallic debris floating in space. The objects were clearly artificial, but unlike anything in human databases. Jake ordered the crew to collect samples using the ship's mechanical arms. As they brought the debris aboard, Alex began his analysis immediately. "Commander, this technology is incredible," Alex reported after several hours of study. "It's definitely not human, but there's something strange about it. Some of the design principles are similar to certain Earth projects that were supposedly failures." "What kind of projects?" Jake asked. Alex pulled up files on his computer. "Experimental propulsion systems, advanced communications equipment, energy storage devices. All projects that failed during testing and were abandoned. But looking at this alien technology, I think those failures might not have been accidents." Lisa continued decoding the alien message and found more disturbing information. "Sir, this signal mentions specific dates and events. The destruction of Research Station Alpha in 2157, the failure of the Mars terraforming project in 2159, the loss of the Deep Space Probe Horizon in 2161. According to this message, None of those were accidents. Jake felt the pieces of a terrible puzzle coming together. Are you saying aliens have been sabotaging human space development? That's exactly what I'm saying, sir, Lisa replied. And according to this message, they've been doing it for decades. Alex made another discovery that changed everything. Hidden inside the alien debris was a data storage device that contained star charts and facility locations throughout the solar system. One location was marked as particularly important and was located on Europa, one of Jupiter's moons. Commander, according to this data, there's a major installation on Europa. But our records show Europa only has automated mining stations. Alex looked confused. Either this alien data is wrong, or there's something on Europa that Earth Command hasn't told us about. Jake stared at the evidence in front of him. Alien technology, proof of sabotage against human development, and secret installations that didn't appear in any official records. Everything pointed to a conspiracy that went far beyond anything he had imagined. The routine patrol mission had uncovered evidence that humanity was not alone in the universe, and that someone had been working very hard to keep them from discovering that fact. Commander Jake Morrison ordered the Guardian to change course for Europa immediately. The journey would take 3 days, giving his crew time to study the alien technology and decode more of the mysterious signal. Lisa Park worked around the clock on the encryption while Dr. Alex Carter analyzed every piece of debris they had collected. The ship moved steadily toward Jupiter's ice-covered moon, carrying secrets that could change humanity's understanding of its place in the universe. As they approached Europa, Jake tried to contact the official mining stations on the surface. The responses he received seemed normal, but something felt wrong about the communication patterns. The mining supervisors were too quick to answer questions and too eager to discourage any visits to certain areas of the moon. When Jake mentioned conducting a routine inspection, the station commander became nervous and suggested they contact Earth Command first. Sir, those mining stations are definitely hiding something, Lisa observed. Their communication protocols don't match standard procedures, and they're using encryption methods that are supposed to be classified. Jake decided to ignore the mining stations and head directly to the coordinates from the alien data. As the Guardian entered Europa's thin atmosphere, their scanners detected a massive underground facility that didn't appear on any official maps. The structure was enormous, extending deep beneath the ice surface, and showed clear signs of human construction mixed with unknown technology. They landed near what appeared to be a hidden entrance. Jake suited up with Alex and Lisa to investigate while the rest of the crew remained with the ship. As they approached the facility, blast doors opened automatically, and a voice came through their communication systems. UES Guardian, you are expected. Please proceed to Airlock 7. Inside the facility, they were met by a woman in a black uniform that Jake didn't recognize. She was tall with short brown hair and carried herself like a soldier, but her equipment was unlike anything in the regular military. Commander Morrison, I'm Kate Sullivan. Welcome to Operation Nightfall. She gestured for them to follow her through corridors lined with advanced technology. I assume you found one of their surveillance drones and managed to decode their communications. Their communications? Jake asked. You know about the aliens? Kate led them to a briefing room where holographic displays showed star charts and tactical information. Commander, Earth has known about alien interference since 2151. We've been fighting a secret war against them for over 20 years. The briefing room was filled with people working at computer stations and monitoring displays that showed locations throughout the solar system. Jake recognized some of the technology from the alien debris, but here it was integrated with human systems in ways that seemed impossible. This is Engineer Ben Torres, Kate said, introducing a man with dark hair who was working on a strange device. He's been reverse engineering their technology. And this is Amy Rodriguez, one of our pilots. Amy was a small woman with confident eyes who nodded at Jake's team. She commands our stealth fleet. Jake's mind struggled to process what he was seeing. Stealth fleet? What stealth fleet? Kate smiled grimly. The ships that were supposedly destroyed or lost over the past 2 decades. The space station Harmony wasn't destroyed by an accident. It was humanity's first successful strike against an alien observation post. We made it look like an explosion to keep them from knowing we had discovered them. Then Torres looked up from his work. Commander, every major setback in human space development has been caused by alien interference. They've been sabotaging our progress for decades, trying to keep us from advancing too quickly. But they made a mistake when they started leaving evidence behind. Amy Rodriguez joined the conversation. We've been building a fleet in secret, using a combination of human engineering and captured alien technology. The aliens think they're winning, but we've been preparing for the day when we would have to fight them openly. Kate brought up a holographic display showing the solar system with numerous marked locations. These are all alien installations that we've identified. They have monitoring stations on most major asteroids and several hidden bases throughout the outer system. They've been watching every human space mission and sabotaging anything that advances too quickly. But why? Alex asked. Why do they care about human development? Kate's expression became serious. Because humans advance technologically faster than any species they've encountered before. We solve problems in ways they can't predict, and that terrifies them. They call us the human problem because we don't follow the patterns they expect from developing civilizations. Lisa examined the communication equipment in the briefing room. This technology is incredible. How long have you been developing it? We've had teams working in secret facilities throughout the solar system for 2 decades, Kate explained. The mining operations on Europa, the research stations on Ceres, the deep space monitoring posts that supposedly failed. They're all part of Operation Nightfall. Ben showed them a device that looked like it was part human and part alien technology. We've learned to adapt their systems to work with ours. The aliens use very rigid, predictable technology, but humans are good at making things work in unexpected ways. That's been our advantage. Kate led them to another room where a woman with gray hair was working at a complex computer system. This is Dr. Rachel Green. Officially, she died in a research accident 5 years ago. Actually, she's been leading our technology development program. Dr. Green looked up from her work. Commander Morrison, we've been monitoring your ship since you found that surveillance drone. The information you decoded has given us new intelligence about their plans. She brought up a display showing Earth and its colonies. They're planning something called the Cascade Protocol. From what we can understand, it's designed to cause a series of failures that will look like accidents but will effectively cripple human space capability. Jake felt overwhelmed by the scope of what he was learning. How many people know about this? More than you might think, Kate replied. Many scientists and engineers who supposedly died or disappeared are actually working in hidden facilities. We've been recruiting carefully for years, bringing in people who can handle the truth and contribute to the war effort. Amy Rodriguez brought up images of sleek ships that looked unlike anything in the official human fleet. We've built 37 combat vessels using hybrid technology. They're faster and more maneuverable than anything the aliens have because they incorporate human design principles that the aliens can't understand. The key to fighting them is unpredictability, Ben explained. Their technology is very advanced but also very rigid. They plan for every contingency they can imagine, but humans are good at doing things they can't imagine. Kate's communication device buzzed with an incoming message. She read it quickly and her expression became urgent. Commander, we just intercepted another alien transmission. They've moved up their timeline for the Cascade Protocol. We have less than 6 months before they launch their attack on human civilization. Dr. Green stood up from her workstation. That means we need to accelerate our own plans. Operation Shadowbreak needs to launch within 4 months, or we won't be able to prevent catastrophic damage to human space infrastructure. Jake looked around the room at the faces of people who had been fighting a secret war while the rest of humanity remained unaware of the threat. What do you need from us? Kate smiled for the first time since they had met. Commander, we need you to help us turn this secret war into an open fight. And we need to do it before the aliens realize that the human problem is about to become much bigger than they ever imagined. Sam Parker adjusted the modified probe's sensors as it drifted toward the alien facility hidden in the asteroid belt. The probe looked exactly like the failed human deep space explorer that had supposedly been destroyed 3 years earlier, but Ventaras had rebuilt it with advanced stealth technology and intelligence-gathering equipment. Sam's job was to guide the probe remotely into the alien base and access their computer systems without being detected. "Signal strength is good," Sam reported to Kate Sullivan from the hidden command center on Europa. "The probe is passing their outer sensors without any alerts. They think it's just another piece of human debris." Kate watched the probe's progress on her display. "Remember, we need information about the Cascade Protocol and their timeline. Dr. Green thinks their computer systems might also contain intelligence about other species they've suppressed." The probe moved slowly through the asteroid field, following a trajectory that would bring it close to the alien installation. Sam had practiced this mission dozens of times in simulations, but the real thing was much more stressful. If the aliens detected the probe, they would know that humans had advanced far beyond what they believed possible. Meanwhile, Dr. Rachel Green worked in her laboratory deep beneath Europa's surface, studying the psychological profiles of different alien species that Operation Nightfall had compiled over the years. Her research had revealed something important about the aliens that could change how humans fought them. "Kate, I think I understand why they're so afraid of us," Dr. Green announced over the communication system. "Every species they've encountered before follows predictable development patterns. They advance in steady, logical steps that the aliens can calculate and control. But humans are different." Kate left the command center to visit Dr. Green's laboratory. "Different how?" Dr. Green showed her brain scans and psychological analysis. "Data. Humans thrive on uncertainty and chaos. When we encounter problems, we don't just find the logical solution. We find creative solutions that nobody could predict. The aliens' entire civilization is built on predictability and control. So human creativity is like a virus in their system." Back in space, Sam's probe had reached the alien facility. The structure was massive, built into a large asteroid and hidden from normal detection. Sam carefully guided the probe through what appeared to be a maintenance entrance and began accessing the alien computer network. "I'm in," Sam reported. "Their security is sophisticated but designed to stop predictable attacks. It doesn't know how to handle human-style improvisation." The alien database was enormous, containing information about dozens of species throughout the galaxy. Sam downloaded files about the Cascade Protocol while also searching for data about other civilizations. What he found was shocking. "Kate, you need to see this," Sam transmitted. "They've done this before. The aliens have suppressed over 40 different species, keeping them all at primitive technology levels. They call it Galactic Stability Management." Kate studied the information as it came through. The aliens had been controlling galactic development for thousands of years, carefully managing which species could advance and which had to remain primitive. Humanity was just the latest threat to their system of control. Sam continued accessing alien files while Amy Rodriguez prepared for her own mission. Amy and her team were planning to capture an intact alien scout ship during one of their routine patrols near Jupiter. The ship would provide valuable intelligence and technology that could help humans prepare for open warfare. "Remember, we need that ship undamaged," Kate told Amy as she prepared her stealth fighter. "Ben thinks their navigation system will contain information about alien facilities throughout the galaxy." Amy's ship, the Phantom, was a masterpiece of human engineering combined with alien technology. It could move without being detected by alien sensors and was armed with weapons that the aliens had never encountered before. Amy had trained for this mission for months, studying alien patrol patterns and weaknesses in their ship designs. Dr. Green made another important discovery while analyzing alien psychology. "Kate, I think I know how to break their command structure. The aliens make decisions through a rigid hierarchy that depends on predictable information flow. If we can introduce chaos into their communication system, their entire command structure will become paralyzed." The plan was beginning to come together. Sam would gather intelligence about alien operations. Amy would capture alien technology, and Dr. Green would develop psychological warfare tactics. Meanwhile, Ben Torres continued building hybrid weapons, and Jake Morrison helped coordinate between different teams. Sam's probe accessed deeper levels of the alien database and found the complete Cascade Protocol specifications. "This is worse than we thought," he reported. "They're planning to trigger failures in every major human space installation simultaneously. Power plants, life support systems, spacecraft navigation, communication networks. It would look like a series of terrible accidents, but it would end human space travel for generations." The alien plan was elegant and terrifying. No direct attack, no obvious alien involvement, just a cascade of system failures that would convince humanity that space was too dangerous to explore. Earth would retreat to its home planet and never threaten alien control again. Amy's mission reached its critical phase as she approached the alien patrol route near Jupiter. Her sensors detected the scout ship exactly where intelligence had predicted it would be. The alien vessel was small and fast, designed for reconnaissance rather than combat. "Target acquired," Amy reported. Beginning approach sequence. Amy's ship moved silently toward the alien scout, using Ben's adaptive camouflage technology to avoid detection. The aliens had no idea that humans had developed stealth capabilities, so their sensors weren't designed to look for hidden ships. The capture had to be perfect. Amy used a modified tractor beam to disable the alien ship's engines without damaging its computer systems. Before the aliens could send a distress signal, Amy's team boarded the vessel using equipment designed specifically for this mission. "We have the ship," Amy reported 15 minutes later. "2 alien crew members captured alive, and their computer system is intact." Jake Morrison monitored both missions from the command center while Kate coordinated the overall operation. The information Sam was gathering and the technology Amy was capturing would give humanity a complete picture of what they were facing. Sam found the most important file in the alien database just as Amy's team secured the captured scout ship. "Kate, I found their command center location. It's in the outer solar system, hidden in the Kuiper Belt, and according to this data, they're planning to launch the Cascade Protocol in just 4 months." Dr. Green analyzed the captured aliens using her psychological research. "These aliens have never encountered resistance before. Their entire mindset is based on controlling situations from a distance. The idea of direct confrontation terrifies them because they can't predict how humans will respond." Ben Torres examined the captured alien ship and made an incredible discovery. "This technology is actually less advanced than what we've developed using their own principles. They've been using the same designs for thousands of years because they never needed to innovate. The humans have been improving their technology every time we captured a piece of it." Kate looked at the intelligence reports from both missions. Sam had provided complete information about alien operations throughout the solar system. Amy had captured alien technology and personnel that would reveal even more secrets. Dr. Green had developed tactics that could paralyze alien command structures. "It's time to move to the next phase," Kate announced. "We've learned everything we can from secret operations. Now we need to prepare for open warfare." Jake Morrison realized that his routine patrol mission had led to this moment. Humanity was about to emerge from the shadows and fight openly for its right to explore the galaxy. The secret war was about to become a real war, and everything would depend on whether human creativity and adaptability could overcome alien technology and experience. Commander Jake Morrison stood in the main briefing room of the hidden Europa facility as Kate Sullivan outlined Operation Shadowbreak to the assembled team leaders. The holographic displays showed alien installations throughout the solar system, human strike forces prepared for simultaneous attacks, and the timeline that would determine humanity's future. They had 3 months to execute the most complex military operation in human history. The plan is simple in concept but difficult in execution, Kate explained to the group. "We hit every alien facility at exactly the same time while revealing the truth to Earth's population. The aliens will be forced to respond openly, which takes away their biggest advantage. Dr. Alex Carter had spent weeks analyzing the captured alien technology with Ben Torres. Their research revealed that alien systems were incredibly advanced but also inflexible. Once alien technology was programmed for a specific purpose, it was nearly impossible to adapt it for new situations. "This is our edge," Ben announced to the assembled team. "Human technology is designed to be modified and improved constantly. We can adapt our systems in real time during combat, but they can't change theirs without returning to base for complete reprogramming." Amy Rodriguez commanded the largest fleet in human history, though most people on Earth didn't know it existed. 37 ships built in secret over 2 decades, hidden in asteroid bases and disguised as destroyed vessels, were now ready for open warfare. Each ship incorporated lessons learned from captured alien technology, but designed using human principles of flexibility and adaptation. "My pilots have trained for years using simulations based on real alien combat data," Amy reported. "We know their tactics, their weaknesses, and their response patterns. They know almost nothing about how we fight." Sam Parker had returned from his infiltration mission with complete intelligence about alien command structures and communication protocols. Working with Dr. Rachel Green, he had developed a plan to disrupt alien coordination using their own rigid hierarchy against them. "The aliens make all decisions through a central command system," Sam explained. "If we can introduce false information and conflicting orders into their network, their entire fleet will become paralyzed while they wait for clarification from higher authority." Dr. Green had made the most important discovery of all. Her analysis of alien psychology revealed that the species controlling the suppression program had never actually fought a war before. They had spent thousands of years managing other species from a distance, using sabotage and manipulation instead of direct confrontation. "They understand how to control a species that accepts its limitations," Dr. Green told the assembled leaders. "But they have no experience dealing with a species that refuses to be controlled. The psychological impact of human resistance will be devastating to their command structure." Jake Morrison had been promoted to coordinate fleet operations with Amy Rodriguez. His experience as a patrol commander gave him insights into how the aliens moved through the solar system and where they were most vulnerable to surprise attacks. "We've identified 17 major alien installations," Jake reported. "The primary command center in the Kuiper Belt, 6 monitoring stations in the asteroid belt, 3 hidden bases near the outer planets, and 5 infiltration centers disguised as human facilities." Kate Sullivan had spent months coordinating with hidden human operatives throughout the solar system. Scientists who had supposedly died or disappeared, engineers working in secret facilities, military officers who had been recruited into Operation Nightfall years earlier. All of them were ready to reveal themselves when the operation began. "On Earth, we have people in every major space facility and government office," Kate announced. "When we broadcast the truth about the alien threat, our people will be ready to take control of essential systems and coordinate the response." The captured aliens had provided crucial intelligence under Dr. Green's psychological analysis techniques. Unlike interrogation, which the aliens had been trained to resist, Dr. Green's methods exploited their rigid thought patterns to extract information without them realizing they were providing it. "They've confirmed our analysis of the Cascade protocol," Dr. Green reported. "The aliens plan to trigger system failures in Earth's power grid, space stations, and spacecraft simultaneously. They want to make it look like human technology is inherently unreliable and dangerous." Ben Torres had developed humanity's secret weapon using principles learned from studying alien technology. The adaptive response system could automatically counter alien attacks by changing its own configuration faster than alien systems could analyze and respond to the changes. "Every human ship and facility will be equipped with ours," Ben explained. "When the aliens try to use their standard attack methods, our systems will adapt in real time. It will be like fighting an opponent who changes the rules of combat every few seconds." The operation would begin when Sam Parker's team disabled alien surveillance networks throughout the solar system. Without their monitoring systems, the aliens would be blind to human movements for the crucial first hours of the conflict. We've mapped every alien sensor array and communication relay, Sam reported. My teams can disable 90% of their surveillance capability within the first 30 minutes of the operation. Amy Rodriguez would lead the primary assault. On the Alien Command Center, while Jake Morrison coordinated strikes on smaller installations, the timing had to be perfect because the aliens would attempt to implement the Cascade Protocol the moment they realized they were under attack. We'll have approximately 4 hours to capture or destroy the command center before they can trigger their fail-safe systems, Amy explained. After that, they'll try to execute the Cascade Protocol manually, which means we need to control their transmission capabilities. Dr. Green had developed psychological warfare broadcasts that would be transmitted to alien facilities during the attack. The broadcasts were designed to exploit alien mental vulnerabilities and increase their confusion and panic during the assault. The aliens have never dealt with species that use psychological warfare, Dr. Green explained. Their rigid thought patterns make them extremely vulnerable to information that contradicts their expectations. Kate Sullivan would coordinate the revelation to Earth's population while simultaneously taking control of essential systems to prevent panic and ensure continued operations. The hidden human operatives would emerge from their secret roles to help manage the transition from secret war to open conflict. Most humans have been unknowingly contributing to the war effort for years, Kate announced. Research projects, manufacturing operations, even entertainment media have been designed to prepare humanity for this moment. When people learn the truth, they'll be ready to support the war effort. The Alien Command Center in the Kuiper Belt was the key to everything, according to Sam's intelligence. It controlled all alien operations in the solar system and contained the master controls for the Cascade Protocol. Capturing it intact would give humanity access to alien command codes and communication networks throughout the galaxy. The command center is heavily defended but not designed to resist the kind of coordinated assault we're planning, Jake reported after studying the intelligence data. The aliens never expected humans to develop the capability for this kind of operation. Then Torres had one final surprise for the aliens. Using technology reverse-engineered from their own systems, he had developed weapons that would appear to be standard human equipment until the moment they were fired. The aliens' own sensors would tell them they were facing primitive human weapons, right up until those weapons demonstrated capabilities that should have been impossible. Every aspect of our technology is designed to be underestimated, Ben explained with satisfaction. The aliens will spend the first part of every engagement trying to understand how we're doing things that their analysis says we can't do. As the briefing concluded, Jake Morrison looked around the room at the faces of people who had spent years preparing for this moment. The secret war that had begun with sabotage and deception was about to become an open fight for humanity's right to explore the galaxy. In 72 hours, we end the secret war and begin the real one, Kate announced. Operation Shadowbreak launches at exactly 0800 Greenwich Mean Time, and after that, nothing will ever be the same. The team dispersed to make final preparations while Jake remained in the briefing room, studying the tactical displays. In 3 days, humanity would emerge from the shadows and face its enemies openly for the first time. Everything they had learned, everything they had built, and everything they had sacrificed would be tested in the crucible of open warfare. Operation Shadowbreak began exactly on schedule when Sam Parker's teams disabled alien surveillance networks throughout the solar system. The first phase was critical because it would determine whether humanity could maintain the element of surprise long enough to strike at the alien command structure. Sam watched his displays as one by one, alien monitoring stations went dark across the solar system. Phase 1 complete, Sam reported to Kate Sullivan at the Europa Command Center. Alien surveillance capability reduced by 87%. They're effectively blind for the next 4 to 6 hours? Kate immediately activated the second phase of the operation. Throughout the solar system, human facilities that had been secretly prepared for this moment suddenly revealed their true nature. Mining stations deployed hidden weapon systems, research outposts launched previously unknown spacecraft, and supposedly civilian installations began broadcasting military communications. All hidden assets are active, Kate announced. We're beginning the revelation broadcast to Earth now. On Earth, Dr. Green's carefully prepared announcement reached every human communication network simultaneously. Government officials who had been secretly briefed years earlier took control of essential systems while the population learned that humanity had been fighting a war they never knew existed. Citizens of Earth, the broadcast began, for over 20 years, our species has been under attack by alien civilizations that seek to prevent human advancement. Today, that secret war becomes an open fight for our freedom to explore the galaxy. Amy Rodriguez led her fleet toward the alien command center in the Kuiper Belt, while Jake Morrison coordinated simultaneous strikes on 17 alien installations throughout the solar system. The human ships moved with speed and precision that the aliens had never seen before, using tactics that their rigid strategic planning could not counter. All strike teams report ready, Jake announced from his command ship, beginning coordinated assault in 3 minutes. The aliens' response to the human attacks revealed exactly what Dr. Green had predicted. Instead of the measured, careful approach they had used for decades, they launched a desperate and poorly coordinated counterattack. Their panic at facing an unpredictable enemy caused them to abandon their usual strategic discipline. They're breaking their own tactical protocols, Amy observed as alien ships rushed toward human positions without proper coordination. Their command structure is fragmenting under pressure. Ben Torres monitored the performance of human weapons and defensive systems during the first engagements. The adaptive response system worked exactly as designed, automatically countering alien attack patterns and evolving new defensive configurations faster than alien computers could analyze them. Our systems are adapting perfectly, Ben reported. The aliens fire their weapons, our defenses analyze and counter them, then adapt to prevent the same attack from working again. They've never fought an enemy that learns during combat. The alien command center proved to be exactly where Sam's intelligence had indicated, but it was much larger than expected. The facility extended deep into a massive asteroid and showed signs of having been constructed over many centuries. Amy's assault fleet faced heavy resistance from defensive systems that had been designed to protect against conventional attacks. "This is going to be harder than we planned," Amy told her pilots as alien defense batteries opened fire. "But remember, they've never faced adaptive human tactics before. Keep changing your attack patterns and don't give them time to analyze our methods." Dr. Green's psychological warfare broadcasts were having devastating effects on alien morale and command effectiveness. The rigid alien hierarchy was collapsing as lower-level commanders received contradictory orders and conflicting information that their systems couldn't reconcile. "The alien command structure is paralyzed," Dr. Green reported to Kate. "Their entire decision-making process depends on clear hierarchical authority, and we've introduced so much chaos into their communication system that no one knows who's actually in charge." Jake Morrison's coordinated strikes on smaller alien installations were succeeding beyond expectations. Human forces were capturing alien technology and personnel while suffering minimal casualties. The aliens' defensive preparations had been designed to stop predictable attacks, not the creative and adaptive assault methods that humans employed. "Installations 7 through 12 are secure," Jake reported. "We're capturing intact alien technology and intelligence data. Ben's teams will have more alien equipment to reverse engineer than they can process." The turning point came when Amy's assault team breached the alien command center's main defensive perimeter. Using a combination of stealth technology, adaptive weapons, and tactics that the aliens couldn't predict, her forces penetrated defenses that had been considered impregnable. "We're inside the command center," Amy announced. "Alien resistance is collapsing as their coordination breaks down. Dr. Green's psychological warfare is working better than we hoped." Inside the command center, human forces discovered the true scope of the alien suppression program. Computer systems contained detailed records of 43 different species that had been kept in technological stagnation for millennia, humanity, was just the latest target in a galaxy-spanning program of controlled development. Sam. Parker's intelligence teams found something even more shocking in the alien databases. Several species within the controlling alliance were beginning to question the suppression program after observing human resistance. The rigid alliance that had controlled galactic development for thousands of years was developing internal fractures. Kate, we're seeing evidence that 3 alien species want to break away from the suppression program, Sam reported. They're offering to share intelligence with us if we can guarantee their protection from the controlling faction. The captured alien Supreme Commander provided the most important intelligence of all under Dr. Green's analysis. The aliens' rigid psychological structure made them incapable of adapting to unexpected situations, which explained why human resistance was so devastating to their operations. They literally cannot understand how we think, Dr. Green explained. After analyzing the alien leader, their entire civilization is based on predictable patterns and established hierarchies. Human creativity and adaptability violates every principle their society is built on. Kate Sullivan coordinated the final phase of Operation Shadowbreak, as human forces secured the alien command center and captured the master controls for the Cascade Protocol. Instead of using the system to attack other species, the humans began broadcasting offers of alliance to the suppressed civilizations throughout the galaxy. We're sending a message to every species that the aliens have suppressed, Kate announced. Humanity offers technological sharing and mutual defense against anyone who tries to control galactic development. Ben Torres made his most important discovery when he accessed the Alien Master Technology database. The aliens had been using essentially the same technology for over 3,000 years because their rigid thinking prevented them from innovating or improving their systems. This is incredible, Ben reported. We've been reverse engineering their technology and improving it with human design principles. Our hybrid systems are actually more advanced than the original alien technology we started with. Amy Rodriguez led her forces deeper into the command center and discovered that the facility contained representatives from all 12 species in the controlling alliance. The capture of these leaders would give humanity access to strategic intelligence about alien operations throughout the galaxy. We have them all, Amy announced. Every species that participated in the suppression program is represented here. Dr. Green will be able to analyze their entire command structure. The revelation of the secret war had exactly the effect that Kate Sullivan had planned. Instead of panic, the human population responded with determination and unity. Civilians who had been unknowingly contributing to the war effort for years eagerly increased their support now that they understood what they were fighting for. Earth's industrial capacity is fully mobilized, Kate reported. Our people are producing weapons, ships, and equipment at rates that exceed our most optimistic projections. Knowing they're fighting for humanity's freedom has motivated everyone. Dr. Green's final analysis of the captured alien leaders revealed the most important strategic intelligence of the entire war. The controlling species had never actually fought a real war before because they had always been able to manage other species through manipulation and sabotage. They have advanced technology but no real combat experience, Dr. Green announced. Their entire military doctrine is based on theoretical scenarios, not actual warfare. Humans have been fighting wars for thousands of years, which gives us a massive advantage in strategic thinking. As Operation Shadowbreak concluded successfully, Jake Morrison realized that the secret war was truly over. Humanity had emerged from the shadows and proven that it could not be controlled or suppressed. The aliens who had spent decades trying to limit human development now faced a species that was more creative, more adaptable, and more determined than they had ever imagined possible. The secret war is finished, Kate announced to all human forces. 6 months after Operation Shadowbreak, Admiral Jake Morrison stood on the bridge of humanity's first truly interstellar vessel, the New Horizon, as it prepared to leave the solar system for the first time. The ship represented everything that humans had learned from their secret war against alien suppression. combining advanced technology with the creative engineering principles that had made human victory possible. Dr. Rachel Green's research into the captured alien databases had revealed the locations of 43 suppressed civilizations throughout the galaxy. Each species had been kept at primitive technology levels for centuries or millennia by the same controlling alliance that had tried to limit human development. Jake's mission was to make contact with these civilizations and offer them the choice that humanity had fought for. Course laid in for the Kepler system, reported navigator Lisa Park, who had been promoted after her crucial role in decoding the original alien transmission. The Vale 3 homeworld is 12 light-years away, and our new jump drive should get us there in 6 days. The jump drive was one of Ben Torres's greatest achievements, combining human engineering with alien technology in ways that the original designers had never imagined. Instead of the rigid, predictable systems that aliens preferred, the human version could adapt its operation based on local space conditions and unexpected situations. Kate Sullivan remained on Earth as the director of the new Galactic Intelligence Network, coordinating humanity's expanding diplomatic and military operations throughout the galaxy. Her role had evolved from secret operations coordinator to the architect of a new kind of galactic civilization based on cooperation rather than control. Admiral, we're receiving positive responses from 17 different species. Kate reported through the ship's communication system. They're all interested in technological sharing agreements and mutual defense pacts. The Corin Engineering Collective is particularly excited about human adaptive technology principles. Dr. Alex Carter had established the first interspecies research facility on Luna, where scientists from different civilizations worked together to develop new technologies. The facility represented everything that the alien suppression program had tried to prevent: free exchange of ideas and unrestricted technological development. The results have exceeded our wildest projections, Dr. Carter reported to the new Horizons crew. When different species share their knowledge freely, the rate of advancement increases exponentially. We're making discoveries that none of us could have achieved alone. Amy Rodriguez commanded the Solar Defense Fleet, protecting Earth and its allies from the remnants of the Suppression Alliance, while human diplomats worked to establish peaceful relations with former enemy species. Most of the controlling alliance had surrendered or negotiated treaties, but a few hardline factions continued to resist the new galactic order. 3 more alien species have requested protection from the hardliners, Amy reported during a fleet briefing. The Zephyrian Republic wants to join our alliance, but they're afraid of retaliation from the old controlling faction. Sam Parker led the intelligence operations that monitored remaining suppression forces and helped newly liberated species transition to technological independence. His work revealed that the galaxy was experiencing the greatest period of advancement and cooperation in recorded history. The old suppression network is completely broken, Sam announced during his weekly intelligence briefing. Species that haven't communicated with each other for thousands of years are now sharing technology and forming new alliances. The controlling faction's biggest fear is coming true: unrestricted galactic development. Ben Torres had established engineering exchange programs with dozens of species, each contributing their unique technological perspectives to collaborative projects. The results were revolutionary devices and systems that incorporated the best ideas from multiple civilizations. Human adaptive principles work with every species we've encountered, Ben reported from his new laboratory on Mars. But each civilization adds something unique to the collaboration. The Corin are incredible engineers, the Vale 3 understand biotechnology better than anyone, and the Zephyrians have mastered energy manipulation. Dr. Green continued her psychological research, now focused on helping former controlling species adapt to the new galactic environment. Many of them struggled with the concept of cooperation and shared development after millennia of rigid hierarchical control. The former controlling species are learning to think creatively for the first time in their history, Dr. Green reported. It's difficult for them, but some are making remarkable progress. They're discovering that cooperation produces better results than control. The New Horizon reached the Veil 3 system and made contact with a species that had been prevented from developing space travel for over 2,000 years. Despite their technological limitations, the Veil 3 had maintained their scientific curiosity and eagerly embraced the opportunity to join the expanding galactic community. Admiral Morrison, "We welcome you to our world," transmitted scientist leader Veltar of the Veil 3 Research Council. "We have waited generations for the opportunity to explore beyond our atmosphere. Your offer of technological sharing and mutual cooperation is the answer to our oldest dreams." Jake's diplomatic mission to the Veil 3 was the first of many planned contacts with suppressed species throughout the galaxy. Each successful alliance strengthened the new galactic community and proved that the old system of controlled development was being replaced by something much better. "The Veil 3 have incredible biotechnology skills," Jake reported to Kate Sullivan. "They've developed medical techniques that could revolutionize healthcare throughout the galaxy, but they've never had the materials or energy sources to fully develop their ideas." The collaboration between humans and Veil 3 produced immediate results. Human space technology gave the Veil 3 access to resources they had never been able to obtain, while Veil 3 biotechnology offered solutions to problems that humans had struggled with for decades. "Working together, we've developed biological systems that can repair spacecraft damage automatically," reported Dr. Carter from the Joint Research Facility. "The Veil 3 understand living systems in ways that complement human engineering perfectly." Kate Sullivan's Galactic Intelligence Network had grown into a cooperative organization that included representatives from over 30 species. Instead of using intelligence gathering to maintain control, the network shared information to prevent conflicts and coordinate development projects. "We've identified 12 more suppressed species that want to join our alliance," Kate announced during a council meeting. "The old controlling faction is down to just 3 species, and even they're beginning to reconsider their position." Amy Rodriguez's Solar Defense Fleet had evolved into the core of a galactic peacekeeping force that protected developing civilizations from the few remaining suppression advocates. The fleet's adaptive technology and creative tactics made it nearly impossible for rigid military doctrines to counter. "We're not conquering anyone or forcing them to join us," Amy explained to newly recruited officers from allied species. "We're simply ensuring that every civilization has the right to develop freely and choose its own path." Ben Torres's collaborative engineering projects had produced technologies that none of the participating species could have developed alone. The fusion of human adaptability with alien expertise was creating innovations that were reshaping the entire galaxy. "We've just completed testing on the Universal Translator Matrix," Ben announced. It uses human adaptive algorithms combined with Veil 3 neural interface technology and core and quantum processing. For the first time in galactic history, any species can communicate instantly with any other species. Dr. Green's research had revealed that the galaxy's potential for advancement had been artificially limited for millennia by the suppression program. With those limitations removed, the rate of technological and cultural development was accelerating beyond anyone's predictions. "We're seeing the emergence of a truly galactic civilization," Dr. Green reported. "Not one dominated by a single species or alliance, but a collaborative community where each civilization contributes its unique strengths to the whole." As the New Horizon prepared to continue its diplomatic mission to other suppressed worlds, Jake Morrison reflected on how far humanity had come since his routine patrol had discovered that first alien transmission. The secret war that had begun in the shadows had ended with humanity leading a galactic renaissance of freedom and discovery. "The species that once called us the human problem were right about one thing," Jake noted in his final log entry. "We are unpredictable, creative, and refuse to accept limitations. But instead of being a problem to be solved, those qualities have become the foundation for a new kind of galactic civilization." The New Horizon jumped to its next destination, carrying the message that had begun with humanity's refusal to be controlled, that the galaxy's greatest strength lay not in rigid order and predictable development, but in the beautiful chaos of free minds working together toward an unlimited future. The secret war was over, and the age of galactic cooperation had begun.